Good morning, my dear students. Today's our topic is the poem Digging, written by Semester-B. He belongs to Ireland. Digging is a common activity that is done by farmers and the laborers in agriculture sector. So, if we look at some of the vegetables that we consume, such as carrot, radish, thereafter onions, we we all have them only through the process of digging. Without digging, we cannot have them. Next, let us go, before going through the poem, let us go through the poet's introduction. Seamus Heaney was born on the 13th of April 1939 and died on the 30th August 2013. He was an Irish poet, playwright, translator, and lecturer, and he got the Nobel Prize in the year of 1995 in the sector of literature. We all know that Nobel Prize is given in five areas. Number one, medicine. Number two, physics. Number three, chemistry. Number four, uh, literature. Number five, service. And from 1969, which means since 1969, even economics has also been awarded Nobel Prize, which means the people who are rendering their invaluable services in economics have also been conferred on this award. When it comes to his life history, let's go through first. Later we can have discussion. Born near Castle Dawson, Northern Ireland, the, the family moved to nearby Bellaghy when he was a boy. Heaney became a lecturer in Belfast in the early 1960s after attending the university there and began to publish poetry. He lived in Sandymount, Dublin from 1976 until his death. Heaney was recognized as one of the principal contributors to poetry during his lifetime. Heaney was a professor at Harvard from 1989 to 1997 and its poet in residence from 1988 to 2006. From 1989 to 1994, he was also the professor of poetry at Oxford. In 1996, he was made a Commander de I Order des Arts et Letters. Other awards that he received include the Geoffrey Faber Memorial Prize 1968, the E.M. Foster Award 1975, the Penn Translation Prize 1985, the Golden Wreath of Poetry 2001, the T.S. Eliot Prize 2006, and two Whitebread Prizes 1996 and 1999. In 2011, he was awarded with the Griffin Poetry Prize in 20 in 2012, a lifetime recognition award from the Griffin Trust. His literary papers are held by the National Library of London. Okay, Heaney was born at a town called Dawson. He was born at a town called Dawson, which is in Northern Ireland. So when he was a boy, his family shifted from Dawson to Bellaghy. సో అతను చిన్నతనంలోనే అతని కుటుంబము డాసన్ నుంచి ఈ బెల్లగి అన్నటువంటి ప్రాంతానికి తరలిపోయింది. సో వెన్ హీ వాజ్ Uh, Heaney became a lecturer. He had his university education. After completion of his university education, he became a lecturer in Belfast. So when he was working as a lecturer, he started writing poetry. He started writing poetry when he was a lecturer. He lived in Dublin. In particular, he lived in Sandy Mount, which is an area in Dublin. He was there from 1976 till his death. Meanwhile, he went on. He worked as a professor in different universities. Heaney was a professor he worked as a professor from 1981 to 1997 at Harvard. Thereafter, from 1989 to 1994, he also worked as a professor of poetry at Oxford. In the year of 1996, he was uh, he was conferred on a prestigious award given by French government called the award was Commandeur de I Order des Arts et Letters. So when it comes to his awards, in the year of 1968, he got Geoffrey Faber Memorial Prize, and in the year of 1975, he got Award. E.M. Foster Award. In the year of 1985, the Penn Translation Prize was given to him, and in 2001, he got the Golden Wreath of Poetry, and in 2006, he got the T.S. Eliot Prize, and two Whitebread Prizes were in his feather. He got them in 1996 and 1999. In 2011, he was awarded with the Griffin Poetry Prize, and in 2012, he was selected for the Lifetime Achievement Award from Griffin Trust. All his literary papers are presently with the National Library of Ireland. సో చూసినట్టయితే ఇతను అనేకమైనటువంటి అవార్డ్స్ పొందడం జరిగింది. మ- ఆ, అ- ఇతని కుటుంబం క్యాజిల్ డాసన్ నుంచి బెల్లగీకి వెళ్ళిన తర్వాత ఇతను విశ్వవిద్యాలయం విద్యను కంప్లీట్ చేసుకోవడము, తర్వాత లెక్చరర్గా తన కెరియర్ని బిగిన్ చేయడము, లెక్చరర్గా ఉన్నప్పుడే అతను పోయిటరీని రాయడము స్టార్ట్ చేశాడు. తర్వాత ఆ, ఇంకా ఈయన 1981 1981 నుంచి 1997 వరకు ప్రొఫెసర్ ఆఫ్ హార్వర్డ్ యూనివర్సిటీలో ప్రొఫెసర్గా పనిచేయడం జరిగింది. తర్వాత 1989 నుంచి అంటే 1989 నుండి 1994 వరకు ప్రొఫెసర్ ఆఫ్ పోయిటరీ ప్రొఫెసర్గా ఆక్స్ఫర్డ్ యూనివర్సిటీలో పనిచేయడము, 1996లో ఫ్రెంచ్ గవర్నమెంట్ ప్రతిష్టాత్మకంగా ఇచ్చేటువంటి కమాండర్ డి లార్డర్ డెస్ ఆర్ట్స్ ఎట్ లెటర్స్ అన్నటువంటి అవార్డుని పొందడం జరిగింది. ఇంకా ఇతని అవార్డ్స్ని మనం గమనించినట్టయితే 1968లో జెఫ్రీ ఫేబర్ మెమోరియల్ ప్రైజ్ను పొందాడు. తర్వాత ఈఎం ఫాస్టర్ అవార్డుని పొందడము 1975లో, 85లో 1985లో పెన్ ట్రాన్స్లేషన్ ప్రైజ్ని, తర్వాత 2001లో ద గోల్డెన్ రీడ్ ఆఫ్ పోయట్రీ అన్నటువంటి అవార్డుని, 2006లో టిఎస్ ఎలియట్ ప్రైజ్ని పొందాడు. 2012లో ఇతనికి గ్రిఫిన్ ట్రస్ట్ లైఫ్ టైమ్ అచీవ్మెంట్ అవార్డుని ఇవ్వడం జరిగింది. Robert Lowell described him as the most important Irish poet since Yeats, and many others, including the academician John Sutherland, have echoed the sentiment that he was the greatest poet of our age. Robert, Robert Pinsky has stated that with his wonderful gift of eye and ear, Heaney has the gift of the storyteller. Upon his death in 2013, The Independent described him as probably the best known poet in the world. Okay, when it comes to appreciation, he was appreciated by eminent people. Robert Lowell appreciated him as the most important Irish poet since Yeats. W.B. Yeats. W.B. Yeats was one of the best poets in English. He belonged to Ireland. So after W.B. Yeats, nobody was uh, recognized as equally as W.B. Yeats. But it was Robert Lowell mentioned that he was equally famous. Robert Lowell described or Seamus Heaney that Heaney was equally famous when there is a comparison with the WB Yeats. Thereafter, John Sutherland said that he is the greatest poet of our generation. John Sutherland says that Seamus Heaney is the best poet in the present generation. Thereafter, Robert Pinsky uh, appreciated him that Seamus Heaney is well known for sensuousness. Through his sensuousness, the reader can see the images that are used in his poetry. In the year of 2013, Seamus Heaney passed away. Uh, at that juncture, the Independent, it's a news daily in it's a news daily. The news daily Independent uh, gave a tribute that he was the best known poet in the present generation. The news daily said that he was the best poet. He was the best poet in the contemporary age. So this is briefly about the poet.